I still remember a time when I was writing for a travel company in Tamil. The name was, I think, Sublime Trails. And I had to write something about the Everest Base Camp since I'd lived in a place called Kumjung for about a year.
Oh,
Which made me write about it. And this was a time when the decree on having a compulsory guide was not really there. So I wrote a blog. I wrote that you can travel Everest Base Camp alone. You can. Not advisable, but you can. And they said, don't write. And I said, look, I'm giving the authentic information. And now you say, don't do this. I've not recommended. After about 2-3 lines, I do write down that traveling with a guide is really safe. Because you never know where you're going to stray. You never know how to deal with, say, yaks. Exactly. So a guide will help you. But it's not compulsory. And that did not go down well with me. And I thought, this is preposterous. You might get a few tourists in, but in the long term, it's not. We don't want cars. Of course. And I think that, and with cheap advertisement like this, we've also opened our country for what is known as over-tourism. This is a big concern of mine, that Nepal is going to be, say, like Venice, for example, in Italy, in Venice. Since it's an ancient city, a lot of tourists flock here. But we had somebody from Italy about 2 months ago. He came here as an instructor. His name was Pier Matteo Ciccolini. He was a jet propulsion engineer, and he told me, look, people in Venice don't like tourism. There are too many people that are coming in, and Venice is not going to be able to handle this. So in 10 years, I said Venus might completely wash off because there's a lot of water problem. And I think sometimes we're not looking at things like these. We're only looking at numbers and saying, look, we need so many tourists in our country. Let's call this Visit Nepal 2022 and bring in so many tourists, but without really thinking about the deleterious effects of over-tourism.
Right.